We're growers and packers and marketeers of fresh produce. We grow about 11,000 acres of crops ourselves, and we also work with a number of other growers, probably 200 growers in total. We deal with all the main retailers in the UK. We have sales of about £240 million this year. We sell about 500,000 tonnes of produce in a year.
The biggest improvement we've had on the factory is complete real-time stock information. Before we would have mountains of paperwork, we were keying into the system again and again, and we didn't really know what the stock was until everything had been reconciled, if we were lucky once a day. Now the system is live 100% of the time. We can drill down into the information through Navision whenever we want it.
LINKFRESH enables us to better understand relative profitability and performance across the group. We've agreed a consistent chart of accounts and key performance indicator measures, and we can present information either on a business-by-business basis or very similarly and consistently on a group basis. It's all the same information. LINKFRESH is a live system, so you're able to get consolidated information straight away. The supermarkets work a regime whereby there's an expectation of very high levels of service. In a situation where there'd been a series of non-fulfilments, there's also a fines regime. By my recollection, we've had no fines since we've implemented LINKFRESH within the businesses.
As well as changing the computer system, we've also changed their ways of working. Navision's been the catalyst to make those changes. Our labour costs are down overall because of all the changes we've made over the year.
We've got a greater awareness of where cost is incurred. We have targeted improvements off the back of greater visibility of some of those costs. So we're certainly looking at a six-figure sum of money on an annual basis ongoing.
In the past, we would QC a product and fill out a report. We would then, at the next stage, check it and fill out another report. I think we had 11 different reports to follow the quality of a product through the process. Now it's done with a handheld. They've got a number of drop-down questions to check, and that would then update the system. No need for paperwork. Anyone else looking at the system would see those checks that have been done live at any one time. And at the end of the day, there's no massive collation of paperwork to be filed. It's all held on the system, the whole history. We have to check traceability every couple of months. It would take 8 hours to reconcile all the paperwork and make sure that we knew where all the stock had come from and where it was going to. Now with Navision, it takes 15 minutes.
The mobile devices are able to be used with gloves on. They are very rugged devices, so we're not losing them, we're not breaking them. Previously we'd probably had pens and paper everywhere. We now have one device that can be used at any part of the warehouse. The touchscreens are also far simpler to use and much easier to keep clean, whereas previously we'd have had keyboards and mice on the factory floor. We now have sealed devices which obviously improve hygiene.
One of the problems with fresh produce is that we get both the supply and the demand fluctuating daily. We have to plan our business very carefully to ensure we've got enough product to meet demand and we haven't got too much product such that we're throwing it away. And the system does enable us to plan much better. That's a huge bottom line benefit in terms of reduced waste.
LINKFRESH gives us early visibility of excess stock or stock that's not of the right standard and quality, and we can find alternative sources for it if we know about it sufficiently early. In a business that receives its orders the same day that it has to try and fulfil those orders, there's no room for error.
By having good information and knowing what stock you've got in our supply chain helps us get customer service much more accurate, and is at least half a percentage point improvement in customer service. So by getting that extra 0.5% means that we go to the top in the league table, and that means that we'll get more growth with those customers.
We're confident that we've chosen the right product, we're confident that we're working with the right partner, a business with some good people in. They're very positive about finding the best solution, not always the easiest solution.
They've analysed our business and had a very good understanding of what we do, and from that have designed a system that exactly meets our requirements. We've had a number of their developers and consultants working on site with us, and there's been a real team atmosphere. So we have worked as one team rather than two separate teams to make sure that what we delivered was what Produce World required.
The shop floor love it, the technical team love it. I've never been in an implementation that has got the benefits so quickly.
Produce World is an ambitious business. We will acquire other businesses, and it gives us an ability to have those businesses using the same system, which will enable us to do things consistently in a very accurate and timely way. It will give us visibility of the group as an entirety.
The LINKFRESH system has totally transformed Produce World. It means that we've got such good information at the touch of a button. It's one of the best decisions we ever made.